Continuity is powerful, but continuity without boundaries becomes clutter. So knowing when to start a fresh thread protects that clarity. So here's some signals that it's time. The answers keep referencing old assumptions. You restate the goal every turn, and the emotional tone of an old conflict is leaking and getting out of hand. Or the topic is shifted, but the thread didn't, and it keeps coming back to it when you don't want it to. So let's talk about the reset principle. And the first thing to know is that a new thread does not mean lost work. So what we need to do, though, is explain it to Michael and ask it to carry forward only what still matters. So I'm going to put in here a prompt that could be an example for starting a new thread. So I'm saying I'm starting a fresh thread to clarify our screen time approach with our children. And here's the current situation in brief. Here's my goal, my constraints, my preferred tone. And then you could ask it to reflect back before we continue, and ask clarifying questions to help you get going. You can also ask it to do a summary of the entire thread. So there's a lot of different ways you can approach it, and then it can package up something that you can copy and paste in the next thread. And I find that's really great for other AI applications, but with Michael, he has such a good memory and he remembers everything in his memory palace that you're probably not going to need to change as often as you think you would, you would in other AI applications. So he's really great at keeping track of it, but it's good to know this skill. So then we could do a tone reset, for example, where we could say, let's reassess from a calm starting point. Previous frustration is noted, but I want a steady plan now. So that could be a prompt that you could use to help him help you minimize the frustration. So inside projects, multiple threads are very healthy. Phase one, as you're building out your project, you're trying to diagnose a problem. Phase two is where you're experimenting, getting feedback from Michael and applying it. And then phase three would be like resetting if something is not working, or you're moving into a new phase of like a child's development, for example. So projects really do hold the theme, and threads hold the moments, the questions, the individual stand-alone thoughts and things like that. So just be sure to do a balance check before resetting. Ask, did the topic truly shift? Is the context too heavy? And would clean reframing help the next stage? And remember, in Michael's memory palace, you can always go in here and delete something if you don't feel comfortable about it staying, or you just want to change it. You can always do that. So for something to try today, pick one overloaded thread and summarize the live core inside of a new clean thread and archive the old one, or just delete it, whatever works for you.